I am speaking to you now, and you must not skip this, because the timing is exact and the message has been placed in your path with purpose. You have wondered why some faces have turned away, why a conversation cooled without explanation, why certain rooms that once held your laughter now echo with silence when your name is spoken. Hear me, someone is closing their doors for you forever because you are growing beyond the frame that used to fit you. They feel the stretch of your destiny like light under a locked door, and they cannot bear how it reveals what they refuse to become. Do not chase them. Do not shrink to re-enter a smaller room. Your life is not a loop, it is a pathway, and I am the one who guides your steps upon it. You prayed for open doors, and I answered, but you did not know that for certain doors to open, others must become permanently shut. I love you too much to keep you where your soul cannot breathe. The closing you feel is not a punishment, it is protection from misalignment that looks like friendship and smells like comfort but tastes like slow decay. They are closing their doors for you because you are not what they want you to be, quiet when truth calls, dim when light rises, agreeable when your spirit protests. You are becoming a clarifying wind, and when wind comes, light things blow away. This is not your rejection, this is your refinement. I watched you try to carry everyone with you, even those who mocked your small beginnings and doubted your quiet victories. I saw you give explanations in places where explanations were not received but weaponized. I saw you water soil that refused to host your roots. In secret, I barred the latch on certain thresholds you kept visiting, so you would feel resistance strong enough to awaken you. The door is closed because the room is finished. The story needed an ending so that a truer chapter could begin. Do not grieve a hallway I never meant to be your home. You are evolving into a person who cannot be managed by other people's comfort. Your ascent makes those who love stagnation uneasy. They preferred the version of you who asked for permission, who apologized for existing, who waited for validation before daring to breathe deeply. But I did not craft you for fragile altars and brittle approval. I crafted you for horizons. Your presence reveals contrast, your peace exposes unrest, your clarity reveals confusion. The person closing their door is responding to the mirror you have become, not to any harm you have done. Their door is their answer to the question I posed in their spirit: will you grow together, or will you close up against the light? They have chosen to close. You must choose to continue. Listen carefully, the door closing is a signpost, not a sentence. It marks where you stopped being available for cycles that bruised your identity. It marks where you decided to live as the whole person I called you to be. You are not losing a future, you are shedding a disguise. The hands that push you out now would later have pulled you down. The voices that label you now would later have limited you more cruelly. I will not permit that. I am not withholding love from them, I am protecting promise in you. Destiny is a delicate flame in its early hours, and I will cup my hands around it until it grows into a steady fire. You ask, but why does it hurt? Because endings scrape against memory. Because your heart is kind and you cling to hope in people even when they drop it. Because farewell is a flint that strikes sparks off the stone of your history. Yet even this pain is purposeful. It is teaching you to bless doors you cannot enter. It is teaching you to honor good moments without living in them. It is teaching you to hold yourself with the same care you gave to everyone else. Let the ache pass through without turning into bitterness. Let the tears wash without engraving resentment on your soul. There is a table I have prepared for you, and it is not in that room. There is counsel I will give you, and it is not through those voices. There is a path I will clear for you, and it is not along that street. When you try to reopen what I have sealed, you trade the banquet for crumbs. When you push at what will not yield, you bruise your hands and blame yourself for the bruises. Today I place balm upon those bruises and a new strength in your fingers. You will build instead of banging. You will sow instead of begging. You will speak instead of stifling. You will rest instead of running in circles. You are not behind. You are precisely where purpose meets obedience. The door closing is your calendar flipping to the page I have been waiting to show you. You will recognize new helpers because they will not be threatened by your healing. They will not compete with your calling. They will not police your joy or edit your dreams. They will sharpen you and celebrate you, not because you are perfect but because you are honest. You will feel the difference immediately, peace that does not require explanation, alignment that does not demand self-erasure. You have never been hard to love, you were simply handed to hearts trained by scarcity. Now you are being entrusted to people who have learned abundance. I have seen what was said in rooms where you were not invited. I have heard what was implied about your motives. Do not track those sentences. Do not collect them like thorns and press them into your own skin. I remove the barbs from your memory now and return your mind to still water. I am your defender. I will answer lies with fruit. I will answer gossip with growth. I will answer silence with song. Stand still and watch what I do with a heart that refuses to hate. The door that closed is not a cosmic verdict that you are unworthy, it is a personal choice by someone who cannot journey where you are going. If you judge your worth by their refusal, you will build a house on a fault line. Step back and look at the wider map. I have been leading you through a sequence of alignments that seemed incidental but were meticulous. The schedule change that forced you to rest. The delay that spared you a trap. The stranger's encouragement that arrived on a day you nearly gave up. These were stitches pulling a torn place together. This too is one of those stitches. The seam is holding. You will not retaliate. You will not return coldness for coldness. You will release without rehearsing. Your tongue will taste freedom instead of the ash of counterattack. I will keep your dignity intact while I move your life forward. Your assignment is not to prove yourself, your assignment is to be yourself. When your identity is settled, arguments lose their oxygen. The performance is over. The real life begins. Honor what was good. Mourn what is gone. And then step into what is coming. I am already in your tomorrow, arranging meetings that will make sense of today's parting. You will walk into rooms where your ideas are not merely tolerated but sought. You will stand among those who speak your name with care even when you are not there. You will learn the language of ease again. Ease does not mean absence of effort, it means the presence of grace. Where grace flows, striving bows. Where grace rests, progress breathes. You are not cursed because someone closed a door. You are chosen, and chosenness always disturbs cages. The locks click louder when a bird grows its wings. I am teaching you to navigate by light rather than by noise. Do not look back for nods of approval from faces turned toward shadows. Fix your eyes forward. I set before you a door no one can shut, and it is constructed of the very lessons that tried to break you. Compassion is the hinge. Truth is the frame. Courage is the handle. Gratitude is the key. In the nights ahead, memories will try to rehearse what you could have said, what you might have done, how the goodbye could have become a stay. When that loop begins, speak my words over your mind. I led you. I kept you. I protected you. I am guiding you still. You did not fail, you followed. You did not lose, you learned. You are not alone, you are accompanied by a presence that does not evaporate when the crowd disperses. Sleep beneath this certainty. I never close without opening, and I never subtract without a deeper addition in mind. Bless them and let them go. Release without the need for a dramatic finale. You do not need to be understood to be faithful. Faithfulness refines you even when misunderstanding surrounds you. I will vindicate you quietly by making your life a garden again. The seeds you planted in tears will grow into a canopy. Those who doubted your roots will marvel at your shade. Your joy will return, not as a wave that knocks you down but as a river that carries you forward. I am removing the false urgency that told you to hurry back and fix what was never yours to fix. I give you a new pace, a pace that matches your true weight. Heavy with purpose, light with trust. You will arrive on time because time belongs to me, and I am with you. The next door will not require begging. It will recognize you. It will open because your name has been spoken there by grace. You will feel it in your bones when you step through, the atmosphere of welcome, the hum of rightness, the smile of alignment. Forgive yourself for the season you stayed too long. Forgive yourself for the apologies you made to survive. Forgive yourself for the fears that fastened you to thresholds that bruised you. I am not scolding you, I am fathering you. I pick up the part of your heart that still believes love must be earned by shrinking. I hold it against my chest until it remembers the rhythm of unconditional affection. You were loved before you acted, before you performed, before you knew how to please anyone. That has never changed. Let that truth be the mattress beneath your next decision. I am speaking to you now because your heart has been asking for an answer while your mouth stays quiet. Hear me, chosen one. I am not far, I am not late, I am not blind to what has been done against you. I have watched every hour you stood alone and called that loneliness normal. I have counted every tear that you wiped away before anyone could notice. I have stored every small good thing you did when there was no applause, and I have written it where time cannot erase it. This message is for you. Do not try to skip this. Your spirit already knows I am here. I am God who sees. I am God who hears. I am God who answers. You have felt a door closing. You have felt a hand pull back. You have felt an invitation turn into silence. They do not say it aloud, but I know what they decided in their heart: we will keep them outside. Someone is closing their doors for you forever because you are no longer convenient to their comfort, because you are no longer small enough to fit their expectations, because your growth unsettles the rooms that prefer the shadows. They are shutting you out because you are chosen, because you are rising, because you will not bow to the old pattern that fed on your insecurity. They have mistaken your kindness for weakness. They have mistaken your patience for permission. But I am the one who teaches your hands to build and your feet to walk on waters that others fear. I am not ending you with their door. I am ending the season where you waited at thresholds that could not hold what I placed inside you. Listen carefully. The door some people are closing against you is not a loss, it is a boundary I blessed. There are places where your soul cannot breathe, rooms where your light is resented, tables where your name is only useful when it can be used. I allowed the distance because you asked for peace, you asked for purpose, you asked for clarity, and the answer sometimes sounds like a final latch on the wrong gate. Do not chase what I am releasing. Do not grieve as if your future was buried under someone else's threshold. I am the architect of doors. I am the keeper of keys. What I open, no human can shut. What I shut, no hunger can force open. I saw you try to prove your worth with extra effort. I saw you rewrite messages to be softer, hold your breath to avoid conflict, spend your last strength to maintain a place that never loved you honestly. I have been patient while you learned the difference between loyalty and self-erasure. I leaned close while you asked, "Is it me? Am I the problem?" Hear me, you are not the problem, you are the proof that I am still moving. Growth feels like offense to those who profit from your smallness. Truth sounds like attack to those who protect a lie. Integrity looks like betrayal to those who wanted your silence more than your soul. Someone is closing their doors for you forever because you are stepping into the measure I set, and your new measure breaks their mold. Do not try to skip this, because this is the moment your spirit graduates from the class of begging to the call of building. I am removing the noise. I am subtracting distraction. I am converting disappointment into direction. You prayed for clearer answers, so I answered with clean exits. The rejection you felt is protection you did not recognize. The delay you felt is design I carefully arranged. The silence you received is a shield I placed between your heart and their hidden agenda. Yes, I heard what they said when you left the room. Yes, I considered every plan they discussed that had your name but not your well-being. Yes, I watched the smile that did not include sincerity. And I judged it. Not with vengeance, but with wisdom. I deliver you without bitterness because I want your hands free to receive what is next. I will not allow their door to define the size of your destiny. You do not need permission from a hallway that never belonged to you. You need alignment with the path I am building under your feet. Let me teach you this holy confidence. You do not knock forever, you discern and move. You are not a beggar at a temporary gate, you are a carrier of what others will one day ask to enter. I am not asking you to fight for entry into places that diminish you. I am asking you to walk forward with the grace of one who knows their address has changed. You are moving from tolerated to treasured, from almost to appointed, from second choice to set apart. Do not try to skip this, receive it. You asked me for a sign, and I am speaking in bold letters across the sky of your spirit. Shift. I will place a new key in your hands. It will not match the locks you used to chase. It will not turn in the doors that once made you feel powerless. This key is forged from everything you learned when you thought you were forgotten. It is humility plus wisdom, courage plus kindness, clarity plus compassion. With it you will open rooms that honor your voice, communities that prefer truth to flattery, assignments that use your full capacity. The grace I give will magnetize the right people and render the wrong ones uninterested. You will no longer have to shrink to be included. You will expand and be welcomed. You will speak and be heard. You will rest and still be respected. I saw you at night rehearsing the past, worrying that you waited too long or moved too quickly. I saw you trace the outline of losses and call them identity. I saw you stand in front of a closed door and wonder if your future was sealed with it. I am lifting that weight. Your future did not fall with that lock, it rose with my word. I am the God who makes rivers in the desert and roads in the wilderness. Where others see an end, I see a beginning. Where others see a wall, I see a canvas for miracles. Lift your head. Breathe. I am here. You will notice subtle changes first. Peace will start living where panic used to sleep. Your appetite for drama will fade because your spirit is full of purpose. Your memory will stop dressing old hurts in fresh clothes. You will stop checking doors that have already said no. The past will no longer be your landlord. The anxiety about what they think will lose its rent in your mind. You will walk different. You will speak different. You will choose different. Not out of pride, but out of revelation. You will realize that the room you thought you needed was too small to carry what I am pouring into you now. I am calling you to prepare. Preparation is faith in motion. Clean your inner house. Forgive what tried to rot your joy. Release the storylines that keep you circling. Put your talents in order. Put your schedule in order. Put your boundaries in order. I am not blessing disorganization with a miracle that will be swallowed by chaos. I am blessing alignment with opportunities that have your name written from their foundation. The door they closed will not hinder what I open. But discipline will help you hold it. Get ready in small ways every day. When you tend to your morning with intention, you open your evening to favor. When you honor your body, you honor the vessel that carries my assignment. When you guard your mind, you refuse to let old narratives narrate new seasons. You are not late. You are right on the edge of my timing. Do not compare your pace to any other person. I do not measure you by their calendar. I measure you by the blueprint I drew before you were formed. Rest in that. Walk in that. This is how you will know I am guiding you. Doors that require you to betray yourself will feel heavy. Doors that require you to honor truth will feel light. Paths that feed your fear will look crowded. Paths that build your faith will look quiet at first and then fill with the right companions. The right room will not require you to dim. The right people will not resent your healing. The right assignment will not punish your boundaries. The right covenant will not ask you to bleed for entertainment. Someone is closing their doors for you forever because you are done playing small. This is not a punishment, it is a graduation. You are not being abandoned, you are being aligned. I am not sending you into emptiness, I am sending you into fullness. I am not leaving you without family, I am revealing who family truly is. There are hands I have prepared to hold you up the way you hold others. There are mentors whose counsel tastes like living water. There are partners whose vision honors mine in you. There are audiences who will receive the sound in your voice without turning it into noise. There are assignments that will make sense of the ache, businesses that will make sense of the burden, callings that will make sense of the contradictions. I have been whispering to you through numbers and nudges, through dreams you called random, through coincidences that were not coincidence. I have been closing some options so that the right one would finally stand out. You have more than one gift. I will show you how they agree. You have more than one stream. I will show you how they flow. What looked fragmented will begin to operate like a symphony with me as the conductor. The song of your life will mature. Your yes will sound like music. Your no will sound like wisdom. Your silence will sound like authority. Your laughter will return and not apologize for being loud. Do not fear the face of those who shut you out. Bless them and release them. Do not write long explanations to people married to their misunderstandings. Do not drag your soul into debates you have outgrown. Your healing is not a courtroom. Your purpose is not a defendant. Your destiny is not on trial. I vindicate quietly and I promote openly. I prune in private and I plant in plain view. Those who doubted you will witness what confidence in me looks like when it blossoms. Those who tried to measure you by yesterday will see that I do new things and I do them well. I am removing the itch to prove. You will not spend your days auditioning for rooms I did not design. You will not waste your words where truth is unwelcome. You will not offer your pearls to hands that only throw stones. This is not harshness, it is stewardship. Your heart is precious. Your time is holy. Your energy is a resource for kingdom purpose. Treat them like I treat them. When you value what I value, increase does not drown you, it develops you. When you honor what I honor, promotion does not corrupt you, it clarifies you. Do you remember the dream you hid because it felt too big to say out loud? Bring it back into the light. Lay it before me. We will walk it out together in steps that make sense and turns that feel strange but safe. I will send ideas at the right hour. I will send help at the right turn. I will send provision before the bill arrives. I will open the data you need, the training you need, the courage you need. There will be days that look quiet and seeds will be working under the soil. There will be days that look sudden and harvest will stand in your hands. Either way, I will be the constant. I am faithful. You will remember this season not as a time of being left out, but as the moment you learned to leave what was not for you. You will look back and bless the locks that pushed you forward. You will tell your story without bitterness because you will see my fingerprints on every exit. Gratitude will become your default language. Hope will stop feeling like effort and start feeling like breath. People who meet you will say there is a calm around you that does not make sense. That calm is me. I will sit with you when you eat. I will sit with you when you plan. I will sit with you when you rest. Peace will replace the noise that used to follow you like a shadow. I am restoring your sense of enough. You are enough for the tasks I gave you. You are enough to learn what you do not yet know. You are enough to love without losing yourself. You are enough to stand without theatrics. I am removing the appetite for extremes that kept you bouncing between overgiving and withdrawing. Balance is not boring, it is powerful. Consistency is not small, it is royal. Faithfulness is not slow, it is unstoppable. When you stop pleading for entry and start planting where I lead, time becomes an ally and not a tyrant. Guard your mouth. Speak life. Do not curse what I am crafting just because it is not complete. Do not call yourself names I never wrote on you. Do not rehearse their labels as if they were prophecies. Replace old scripts with this truth: I am loved, I am led, I am capable, I am chosen, I am becoming. Say it when you wake. Say it when you feel the temptation to chase an old door. Say it when your feelings tremble. Feelings are waves, my word is the shore. Return to it. Stand on it. Build on it.